what are the HOA fees for Trump International in Las Vegas, Nevada? So I'm going to go over all of the HOA fees. Well, it's pretty general. It's going to be pretty quick, but we're going to go through all of it, right? Let's get into it. So here on my screen, I have the Trump HOA cost breakdown. So you have the nightly fees if you're going to have to do Airbnb, or if you're going to be just letting the hotel do it. There's going to be a few different scenarios that I'm going to break down. First thing I'm going to do is break down what the actual fees are. So here in red, the HOA cost for a studio is going to be $628.87 every month. The one bedrooms are going to be $1,245.74 for every month. And now this is the basic fee that if you are going to be living in that unit, this is what you'll pay. It covers your sewer, water, trash, and you will have to pay your power, cable, and internet is paid by the owner, but it's billed through the HOA. These will be pretty minimal. Power, cable, and internet is going to be pretty cheap for these towers. They do bulk deals from purchasing their electric from the NV Energy, right? So that's going to be pretty low. But here's your big cost is the $628 and your $1,245 for your one bedroom. Now the next thing we're going to do, let's say we don't want to just live there full time. This is live there full time HOA costs. So if you're going to be not living there full time and you want the hotel to rent it out, you are going to be, actually this is the best thing about Trump, there is no extra fee. If you're going to have the hotel rented out for you, this is still the cost, which is really cool because that's just what it is. So Trump has always had, they always increase, all the hotel condos increase their fees over time. Trump has had the least amount of increases and usually is always the most affordable and budget friendly as far as the monthly HOA cost. Now where they do differ among all the other hotel condos is this next section. If you're in the third option, which is not living for living full-time is option number one, or just using it as a personal residence, not renting it out. Second one is renting it out through the hotel rental pool program. That's your second option. No fees change as far as those two scenarios. But the thing that comes into play on the third option, if you're going to have Airbnb, if you're going to put it on Airbnb, or if you're going to have a third party rent it out for you, or anything else that's not the hotel rental pool program, that is you making money on the nightly stays, this is where the fees come into play. For a studio, on top of your HOA, this is a nightly fee that they have. For the studios, it's going to be $79.79 per night that your guest is staying in that unit that you have to pay. So you'll have to, of course, bake it into your price or charge them a fee for it, however you want to structure it for your business plan. A one bedroom will be $105.17 every night, and the two bedroom will be $130 a night. And you know what? I want to add some dollar signs in here so we don't just do numbers. This is money that we're dealing with. So every night. So if you have a 10-day stay, you're going to have a $790 fee for that 10-night stay. So you're going to have to put, bake that into your price if it's a studio unit. And of course, 10-day stay for a one bedroom would be $105, $1,050. $1,050. That's right. There we go. So it kind of goes up from there, right? So if you are doing Airbnb nightly stays, this is going to be one of the most costly units or towers to do a third-party rental program. I'm actually very excited because as I make this video, I have an owner that just closed a little bit ago for an amazing studio unit in Trump International here in Las Vegas, and they said, you know what? I think there's a hole in the market. I'm going to do Airbnb. We'll see what happens, and I'll report back to you guys as soon as it does. Hey, maybe they'll even let me interview them and ask them their opinions on it. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited to see what happens with that. But most of the time, people just put it into the hotel rental pool program with Trump, and they pay these fees. $628 a month for the studio, $1,245 for the one bedroom. And if you are in the hotel rental pool program, it is a 50-50 split. They do have an extra fee that's in there. I forget the name of it offhand, But I've asked them, how do they actually come to the dollar amount that that fee is? They couldn't give me an answer because they said, we only talk to owners. I'm so sorry, sir. But I couldn't come to that. But the best I can kind of relate this to is in percentages. It's more of, when you break it down with the fees, about a 60-40. So really, if you're in the hotel rental pool program, it's almost a 60-40 split. Officially, it's 50-50, and then there's an extra fee on top of that. But it's usually about a 60-40 is what the hotel takes. Hotel takes 60, you get 40. So bake that into your numbers. They do pay for their HOA dues, that's no problem. The next thing that's going to be coming up is your departure cleaning. If you are living there full time, or if you're not in the hotel rental pool program, they do have an $80 a month cleaning charge. And again, I'm going to hit dollars in here. A cleaning fee for a studio and $100 a month cleaning fee for your one bedroom as a cleaning, departure cleaning. So if you rent this out as a 30-day rental, let's say, right? Supposedly you do 30 days, you would have to pay an $80 cleaning fee at the end of the month, or $100 cleaning fee for a one bedroom at the end of the month. Or if you stay there full time, you still have to pay a cleaning fee, because the hotel has rental standards and cleanliness standards that they want all the units to kind of abide by, even if you are keeping this as your primary unit, because they assume that at some day that unit's going to come back into the hotel rental pool program, and they want at least once a month cleaning on all the units in the entire tower. So here's the breakdown. I hope that helped you guys out, and I will see you on the next Trump video. Oh wait, hold on. Do you know where Trump is? Let's just pull it up real quick so you can take a look at it. Okay, so Trump International, Las Vegas. And I always call it Trump Tower. I always call it Trump Tower, but it is the wrong name. Trump International is the correct name. Now, if you know where the Fashion Show Mall is, look at this. They have actually a hotel pricing here. So $80 a night. That's kind of cool. Okay, so Trump International. Boom. Right here, big golden building right next to the Fashion Show Mall. This huge area right here is all the Fashion Show Mall. It's one of the most iconic malls in America. And of course, you have the Encore over here, and then the Wynn over on this side. If you are on the south side of the building, you do get this amazing view, of course, going right down Las Vegas Boulevard with all the most iconic hotels ever. MGM, or actually Mirage right now, is getting a whole makeover. There are bulldozers and cranes going onto this volcano right now, tearing this all down. It is the Hard Rock. It's going to be the Hard Rock. In the next couple of years, they're going to have this all transformed into a massive guitar. And I hope, if I'm looking at this right, here, the higher units will get the guitar view, I would assume, the guitar hotel view, because that's going to be absolutely an iconic view. But right here, we are on Las Vegas Boulevard, right in this area, and we have all those other hotels right around us, and it's basically in the middle of everything for Trump. I'm actually going to zoom in right over here. You know what? Let's get right in. Oh, whoop. Here we go. So if you're coming outside of Trump, let me put my little guy on the ground. If you're coming outside of Trump, oh, there he goes. He falls on the ground, brings me right into this area here, and it's a Fashion Show Drive, I believe. So you have Trump International right here. Right when you walk out of the valet area and the front doors, you have this crosswalk, which is really convenient, and it brings you right over into the fashion show. So you have Nordstrom's right here. Nordstrom's, of course, has their Nordstrom's Cafe. They have their E-Bar, the coffee shop, if you don't want to get coffee right in your own hotel. And then you can walk pretty much anywhere. But anyway, I wanted to highlight the location and what the HOA actually costs. So hope that helped, guys. Talk to you soon.